Hello mga kabayan! Happy Sunday! Sunday ngayon, and I just felt inspired to make a video about manifestation. Someone made a comment on one of my older videos about manifestation, and I think I'd like to start with there's a reason why you found my video. There is a reason why you saw that video. Your desire to manifest is very strong, that the information that you need is coming to you, sis. So hold on, relax, and then we're gonna talk more about ways to manifest the way that is easiest for you. Let me start with it's really important that you know your attraction point. And what I mean by that is, what is your feeling at that moment in time that you're thinking about the things you want to manifest? Are you desperate? Are you sad? Are you feeling like you're lacking? The reason why I say that it's important is every time you think about what the thing or that person or that event or that experience that you're trying to manifest, and you are feeling like you don't have it, it might just be slower for you to manifest it. It will come to you. It's already there. It's just that what you're telling the universe, or what you're telling the powers to be and God and the angels, is you don't have it, or you feel like you may not get it because you're saying, bakit wala sa akin? Sana ganun na lang ako. Bakit wala akong pera? Bakit sila may pera? Bakit ako wala akong pera? Diba? Or bakit ako hindi na-promote pero siya na-promote? Bakit siya maganda? Bakit ako hindi maganda? So, I think just start there for now and see and try if you can think about the thing you want with a different attitude, with a different emotion. So when I was younger, I didn't know that the way I actualize or the way I manifest things is through daydreaming. I love daydreaming. Have you ever daydreamed, sis? Or have you ever daydreamed, kabayan? And what I mean by daydreaming is pangarap. Just nangangarap ka lang. And isn't it that when you do daydreaming or yung nangangarap ka, ini-imagine mo, you're imagining things that you want or people that you want to meet or love, and you're imagining them, and it's like a movie, you're watching a movie, and you totally forget about the current situation. And you get so immersed in that pangarap, that daydream, and you see yourself in that daydream like a movie, and then you feel good. That's the kind of pangarap, or that's the kind of imagining or asking that I think you should try first. Because when you do that, and this is coming from experience, I'm going to give you certain examples of my experience. When you do that, the universe doesn't know anything about your current situation. It just knows what you're feeling at that point in time. And the longer you stay there, the longer you keep doing that, where you are thinking about things, people, events that you want, and you feel like you're already there, the faster you manifest. another way to manifest, and if you're not a daydreaming person, again, this is based on my experience. Over time, I learned that there are many ways for me to actualize what I really want. So another way that worked for me, and maybe something you mga kabayan would like to try, is really just focusing and talking about what you want a lot, or thinking about it a lot. And on top of that, as you think about the thing you want, you're becoming more and more detailed about how you would like it to be. As an example, 13, 14 years ago, gusto talaga namin magkaanak. We really wanted to have a baby, and we were told we cannot have a baby. But I was so determined that to the point that I don't believe what the doctor was telling me. I was really adamant, and I was really believing in my heart I am destined to be a mother. So imagine that, kabayan, right? So a doctor already told me and my husband we cannot have a baby, but deep in my heart, I don't believe it. I don't accept it. You know what happened? I got pregnant naturally, and I gave birth to a very healthy boy, and 13 years, 14 years forward, he's gonna turn 14 this year. I manifested him, and from that point forward, I learned if I can manifest a human being, I can manifest anything. So when I look back and I recall how I manifested my son, our son. First is that I did not really focus on what other people are telling me. I just focus on, I want to have a baby, and I know I will. So dun pa lang, kabayan, di ba? My faith or my desire is stronger than what the environment is telling me. Number two, because I really wanted it, I did not, again, it's not focusing on what other people are telling me, or it's not focusing on what we say reality or the current environment around me is telling me. It's focusing on, I really wanted, what can I do? So nag-research ako, I read a lot of things, I read a lot about ways to get pregnant. We did not even do in vitro, we did not even do any of that. So I just really focused on it. I was praying, I was focusing, and next thing you know, I got information about natural ways to get pregnant. And what I mean by that is I started reading about just certain cycles where we can try to copulate. The word is escaping me right now. Certain times of my ovulation period, we can calculate what time, what are the methods that I can watch my body temperature, my body basal temperature, and say here are the optimal times to try. And sis and kabayan, I forgot to mention one more thing. Hindi ko lang gusto magkaanak. It's not just I want to have just a baby, I want to have a baby boy. Okay? And I manifested that too. So yun, that's what I did. So it started with just the desire, the focus, and the determination to just focus on what I want. And then I attracted information that I wanted that could help me. And the third level is I tried it. So sinasabi na nila, I'm being told it's impossible, but I'm like, I don't care. I started reading books, I started Googling stuff, and then I even got to the point of trying them, right? And then I think the fourth one is, as I was going through that phase of let's try it, honey, let's do all these things, and he was cooperating. He knew, I think the power, the power of my determination is spreading to my husband as well, and he didn't tell me I was crazy. He did not discourage me. He was just like going along and supporting me. And so you've got that. I realize now my energy field about my belief and my determination to achieve that goal is so strong. It actually went to my husband as well. It actually impacted my husband as well. Nako sis, mga kabayan talaga. Apart from trying, ito pa, here are the things that I started doing. I already decided the room where the baby's gonna be. So imagine this, I was told I'm not pregnant, I cannot be pregnant. I am not even pregnant yet. I started preparing that room. I painted it blue. I removed, it was a computer area, and I cleaned it up. I set it up as if I'm gonna have a baby already. I started not only arranging, I was like, it started with, but wait, which room, if I'm gonna have a baby, I started thinking, which room is the baby's room gonna be? And then I imagined how that room would look like, what color, what stickers, right? Imagine I don't have the baby yet, but I just started doing that as if it's really gonna come. At the same time, every night I would go to, we have another room, it's the guest room. It's really always nice and clean and organized. I would go there at night and I would sit on the bed, or I would just walk around the room and imagining I am already carrying my baby, and I was talking to the baby and I was telling him everything around the world, around my life, around our life, and what kind of life we want him to have. I would imagine I'm cradling him. I would imagine I'm breastfeeding him, and I'm tearing up. I would imagine that my belly is big and that the baby is kicking and mommy and daddy are talking to the baby. So this is the example of, I was in a different point of attraction or point of emotion when I was asking God, when I was asking the universe for a baby. And true enough, one day this is how it started. I was at work. No. I think I was in how's that? Yeah, I got my charts, and my charts is telling me I'm pregnant because I didn't have my period anymore. But then my temperature is in a consistent threshold of that temperature where it says I'm pregnant. I called my doctor. I told her I think I am pregnant, and of course she was like very supportive. Okay, well, why don't you come in? You know, she's coming from the point of view of this woman is just hopeful, and any other parent or any other mother to be who wants to have a kid but may not be able to have a kid, they're always hopeful. So she's like, okay, come in, let's test you. And then she tested me. She did not judge me at all, and I really commend her for that. Then I came home, and that afternoon, as I was in the dining room, and my husband was coming home from work. At that time, as he was opening the door, I was already talking. The phone rang, and I was talking to the doctor, and the doctor was gonna tell me the results. So the timing when my husband opened the door, as he was stepping in the house, that's when the doctor was telling me the results, and I just started screaming, and my husband knew that the results were saying we were pregnant. The last thing I think I'm gonna want to share in this video of ways to manifest is knowing what you want. That, I think, that is one of the hardest things that a person maybe can do, is knowing what they want. Madali lang, it's easy to know what we don't want. Madaling sabihin yung mga bagay na we don't want or we don't like. As an example, when you're with someone, or when you're working, or when you're doing something, diba, it's so natural to say, ayoko talaga to, ayoko tong ganito eh, ayoko siya kasi ganito siya, ayoko yung bagay na to kasi ganito yung bagay na to. I don't like this thing, I don't like this person because he's this way or she's this way, or I don't like this thing because this thing is like this. I think the discipline of actually thinking more about what do you want is the one that you wanna develop over time. So what I do is when I find something that doesn't make me feel good, and I start thinking about the things or the reasons or the list of things that make me feel like I don't want that, I use that to help me think about what I want. So if at work, I'll be like, bakit siya na-promote ako hindi? Or why was that person promoted instead of me? Then I quickly say, sarap sana mag-promote. It'd be nice to be promoted. Another example, this is another from experience. Years ago, I was working in another company. There is this person who was wearing a really beautiful lanyard. Lanyard is this kind of like string that holds your badge or your ID. It was made of really cool beads, and I just kept looking at it. I was in a meeting and I kept looking at it, and I'm like, saan niya nakuha yun? Where did he get that? It's so beautiful. Sana meron ako niyan. Yun lang, I was just thinking about, like, it's so cool. I wish I have it. Like, tingnan mo naman lanyard ko. Look at my lanyard. It's so simple. And I'm like, it just would be nice. So I started talking to the guy, and he's like, yeah, I go to the online site. I checked it out, and it's like $20. And I'm thinking, oh, okay, maganda siya. It's beautiful. It's fancy, but I'm not sure if I want to pay $20. I mean, there's no way I'm gonna pay $20 for a lanyard, but I just kept thinking about it. I think I thought about it for almost a week. And I kept contemplating, kaya mo ba, Annie? I mean, sigurado ka? Are you sure, Annie, you're gonna want to spend $20 on a lanyard? And that same week, meron akong kaibigan. I have a friend at work, and she's leaving her current role because she accepted another role still in the same company. And we're very close. And you know what she did? She gifted me the lanyard. It's very similar, bead work as beautiful as the one that I was seeing. I did not even tell her about it. I did not even tell her that I was admiring that lanyard. I was thinking of buying it. Binigyan lang niya ako. She just gave it to me. I was very clear about what I want, but I was just appreciating, and I was just kind of like thinking, I wish I have it. And I was focusing more on the thing that I have it instead of focusing on that I don't have it. Nasakuha ko siya. I got it. Kabayans says, universe and God, they're very generous. I'm tearing up. They're really very generous. I always am amazed of the things that they give us and give me. They give me beyond what I ask for. Basta nakikita ko lang, I see that pag ang focus ko is yung bagay na gusto ko, when I'm focusing on the thing that I want and not exactly how it's gonna come to me, isa pa pala yun, that's another thing. When I focus on how it's gonna come to me, instead of focusing or thinking about the thing itself, ay nako, it takes so much time. Parang hindi na siya darating, parang ang tagal-tagal niya, parang yun na lang, yun. And it's hard to sometimes bounce from that point of view. You just keep thinking, paano ba kasi? How is it gonna be? How is it gonna happen? What are the ways it's gonna come to me? Ay nako, hindi yun. It's not the area you wanna focus. You wanna focus on the thing you want. Another example, dadalo yung parents ko and my sisters. They live in different countries. So my parents and my siblings, they live in different countries, and we have planned this sort of mini reunion where they come and visit me in the US. That time, The patio cement in my backyard are chipping out. Like a majority of it is kind of chipping, and I just kept repainting over it. And I told my husband, ay naku, husband, I wish we have some money. I just want to do a lot of stuff on this, and if I could just repaint it. So I was just thinking of repainting. I said I just wanted, like, before they arrive, it would be nice. It would, if this is all good and all renovated or just kind of repainted over. And I was just thinking about repainting necessarily. So yung expectation ko, my expectation of what I want is really just bare minimum. Cover the chipping, make it beautiful, so when my parents and my family come, we're not only enjoying the nice backyard, but we're really enjoying a really cool, nice looking backyard. Okay, and here's what happened. I got a lot of money from what happened in the house that allowed me to pay to renovate the backyard, the patio ground, to the point na hindi lang siya na paint over. It's just a paint over. We literally renovated it to the point that we had the cool deck, lace pattern, and we even have a stone look renovation and resurfacing. Imagine that. That's what the universe gave me. I did not expect the money to come. And that entire process costed almost like over $8,000, and I got the money out of thin air. And the way it happened is something happened. Imagine this. So we got the money, we were able to repair it, and it all got repaired and renovated and resurfaced before my family arrived. Tingnan mo yun. Can you believe that, kabayan? I did not focus on how the money's gonna come. I just kept focusing on, ini-imagine ko na yung backyard. I was just really like, oh, what would that backyard look like? So yes, kabayan, I think the point is, know what you want. That's the third thing that I just want to share in this video. Know what you want. Don't focus on paano ba darating sa'yo yun. Basta yun lang, just isipin mo lang, think about what you want. Be sure about it. And you cannot fake it. It would always come from your heart. Okay, so in my other videos, that's when I'm gonna share with you some of these personal stories of manifestation, para with the goal that you can hear some of the themes, and maybe it can help you understand these three things that I'm telling you about now, and how they are applied on those experiences, and how they help me manifest. So sis kabayan, sana po nakatulong ito. I hope this helps you. Start with gratitude. Isa pa yon, just magpasalamat lang kayo. Pasalamat lang kayo lagi. Ask for guidance. Just always be appreciative. Have that faith. I know it's easier said than done, having faith. But itong tatlong ito, these three things that I shared with you. First is your point of attraction. Second is the details of what you want. And third is know what you want. Yan yung mga focus nyo. It might help. Practice muna kayo. Just practice a small scale. Or just don't force yourself. Follow your heart. Follow where your heart leads. In my future videos, I'm gonna make more videos about some of my experiences para po makatulong or just inspire you. I'm not greater than you. You're not greater than me. I'm not less than you. You're not less than me. We're just all human beings here on earth that's just trying to live the happiest life that we can. Sige po, bye-bye po. Sa next time ulit. At itong tatuta ko nakakatuwa. I'll see you again in my next video. Thank you. Happy manifesting.